Jebuth 2022. What do it do? Swell year, right? New one. Numbers are a time that identifies a place of breath. Remember that. So you get these numbers, and that's where you were breathing at. So the date represents that with the time of your breathing. And when you're not here, it's taking track of other breaths. But if you were from a different dimension without breaths, there's probably not time. So put that in your pipe and smoke it. Optimism for a new click of a calendar year. It will be better. 2021 was weird. 2020 was even weirder. 2019 was like cool-ish. And the world continues. Without faith, without optimism, there is no continuance. It is so easy to become depressed on a bad diet with alcohol consumption and bad thoughts. So just take away one piece of that puzzle. Bad thoughts, bad diet, bad alcohol. Boom. Prescription pills can't fix everything. Sometimes you're supposed to get a headache. Kind of kills viruses. I don't know. Maybe it's been doing it since the beginning of time. Maybe not. What is Podcast Jebuth? It is a man with a camera and a microphone blurting out words. So much content. Why would you watch this? I don't know. But subscribe. Call to action. Hey, action. Get these fools to subscribe, dog. But whatever. Whomever out there. Thank you. And I look forward to doing what I do. Because sometimes, you gotta turn on the camera and just talk to it. Flip a light and look pretty. But you don't want to always do that. I'm not designed to do that. There's a good book to read. There's a part of art cinema to watch. There's some music to listen to. There's music to create. There's something to write. There's something to share. There's something to be tight. What can we do as one species? We could abolish war. We could deplore greed. We could abhor overachievers. But then it wouldn't be our world, right? So you gotta have that yin and yang. You gotta have the absolute minimum and the freaking highest of the top. And hopefully you're somewhere right there, functioning, being noticed, handling your business. Because what is business? It's the busyness. Yo, we just take words and we dissect them. Very easy compound. Yo. Very easy compound words. We cut in half. Busyness. Yo. I don't know. I'm like, oh, well, the Latin derivative of negotio. What is negotio? To negotiate? Business is to negotiate? Negocio is business in Spanish? See where I'm going with this? We all don't know, and you'll never know, but if you did, you wouldn't think it's so. How can you improve on the daily when everything is a rarity? There takes bravery with a bunch of courage, but that courage could be misconstrued or misdefined where you're in line with being a coward. And that is exactly what you didn't want to be called. Because you thought you were a badass, but you wasn't. So, deal with that. Suckers. Peeped out a book, dude. Yeah. I peeped out a book that wasn't upside down. The Death of Money by James Rickards. It's from 2014. It's pretty interesting. It basically talks about currency dying, and it kind of pushes you to invest in gold, and we've been hearing that since the beginning of time. He brings that up in here, since the beginning of time. It's the only thing that holds wealth. But he does also bring up another point. There's not enough gold in the world to represent dollars, or gold would have to rise in value because they've printed so much. So, what you gonna do? It says one of the main things you can do is buy farmland, which I thought was interesting. It mentions cryptocurrency. This is from 2014. It brings it up, but more in the vein of people wanting something decentralized, right? not because it's a better form of an asset, but the decentralization of the monetary system. So, if money were to die, a lot of people would be screwed. Only those with true skills, such as, a trade, maybe the ability to barter, fruits, labor, plumbing, art for food. I mean, electricity would probably go out the window, because I don't know how you would go to government things and be like, yo, I'm going to fix your lights, and then you give me, I don't know. But that's just the way it is, right? The world as we know it. But I don't know. Reading that, it has some really good points. It also was written now like 6-7 years ago when I was reading it. And a lot of stuff seems implemented, but it didn't quite fall apart. So I think we're okay. But still, stay frugal. Use your money wisely. Make your money work for you. And that should do it. Don't buy stupid shit. A lot of people do. Watch a couple movies. Sugar Cookies. This is pretty good. It's about this dude who enacts a murder, but kind of makes it look like a suicide. And he's constantly getting like actresses over. Well, this one actress who plays two different characters over to. It's one person in real life who plays two different people, but because they look similar and they got two different personalities. But in the movie, they're two people. In real life, they're one. If that makes any sense. But anyway, he like sets up this thing where they play with a gun, kind of Russian roulette with all the bullets, and then pulls it in her mouth, and then ends up killing her, and then almost does it, but then doesn't, and gets killed. That sort of thing. So it's fun. I don't know, whatever. Also, I watch, which I hadn't seen. And this is we're a big supporter of poetry on this channel. SlamNation. This is cool. It's frenetically high powered. It's basically a spoken word contest in Portland, Oregon from 1996 with the likes of Sal Williams, Mums the Schemer, Bosia, a bunch of people we've seen before. And it's interesting. It's kind of documentary, and I think it's what spun off into the ability for Sal Williams to do the movie Slam, which is cool. I mean, it's good. It's not fantastic, but it's good. And also I watched, and I can't believe I've never even heard of it or never watched it before, Sorcerer. Dude, this is freaking awesome. By William Friedkin, same dude who did like The Exorcist, and he did like Bug, Killer Joe. Just a master at his craft. Really good film. It's rated PG, which is weird, but I guess at that time frame a lot of stuff was rated PG. And it takes place in South America. They got to transport some dynamite on a truck, and you can imagine what the roads are like. Super fun, super good. I'd peep it out. Sorcerer. I think I never peeped it out because Sorcerer just sounds like Warlock or something, but I think it's just the name of one of the big rigs is what I caught from it, and has nothing to do with witchcraft. So they did a bad job marketing that. Yes, they did. Let's see what else we got going on here. I don't know what else I watched this week. Oh, dude. I watched Drive. It's fucking awesome, dude. Newer movie. Kind of set up older, or at least got that vibe of the sound and the lighting and the subtle brilliance of acting, and basically just being very calm in the middle of chaos. Stunt driver, also drives for heists, falls in love, breaks his code of ethics, code of honor to fight for that love. And just a fantastic movie. Maybe one of the newer, it's I think 2012 or something, 2014, but just really done well when at a time where stuff isn't really done that well. You know what I mean? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Yeah. That being said, try your hardest, do your best, stay humble, stay gracious, read more books, stay amazing, podcast